What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy Wormy. I know this is going to be a little bit of a later video than I normally put out, but I wanted to gather stuff up. I wanted to make sure that I was very accurate in my video on this. And yes, this is going to be a little bit more of a political video than I normally do, but you know what? Screw it. This is a day of celebration. This is a day in which we get to come together and basically enjoy the fact that all the hard work has finally paid off. All the discussions, all the talk, everything that we've talked about, worked so hard to do, expose, so on and so forth, has paid off in a monumental way. So yes, we get to revel in this moment and the election of a beautiful orange king. But all jokes aside, I do get to enjoy the pure schadenfreude that I'm getting right now from people like Mark Hamill over here on X, formerly of Twitter. They say we get the leaders we deserve. Either that has just been disproven, or this is not the America we all thought we were living in. Now, when it comes to Mark Hamill is a man with next level TDS. This is a man who has given up everything he's ever known for just to go out there and push politics within Star Wars, utilizing the death of Carrie Fisher to help push more political beliefs, utilizing his position and connections with Star Wars to push more politics on the culture as a whole. And having this man come out here and have to now cry at the fact that, you know, he didn't get what he wanted the other night, he didn't get Kamala Harris in office, is a moment to rejoice and celebrate in the fact that Hollywood has been rejected. But it wasn't just Hollywood that got rejected, it was the gaming industry. Mass Effect writer says, "Am trying hard to restrain the vicious need to lash out at other people following Donald Trump's presidential victory." And this is a gaming industry individual. This is somebody working on Mass Effect. This is somebody writing over at BioWare right now, coming out here and saying that they want to lash out at people because they didn't get the political win they wanted. They didn't get the way they wanted the world to go. They now want to lash out at the populace because their political candidate didn't win. All the work they've been doing for the past 4 years, 10 plus years, has led to this moment of them getting resoundingly rejected by the populace, that now they're crying about it. And it's also not just, oh, our good friends over here at Mass Effect. We also got Cardi B. Cardi B goes on expletive-laden tirade against Trump supporters, threatening to light your ass up. Y'all need to leave the F alone because I got one more effing cigarette in me before I start lighting your ass up. And don't just take, you know, the whole words there. Why don't we hear it from her?
So listen, I'm gonna let y'all know this right now, okay? So you little trumpets, like, y'all won. I know y'all happy, whatever the fuck. Ain't nobody acting like bitter losers. However, y'all need to leave me the fuck alone because I got one more fucking cigarette in me before I start lighting your asses up, alright? And that's word to the United States of motherfucking America.
I would just want people to know that this woman went out there and campaigned for Kamala Harris. This woman was on the campaign trail alongside Kamala Harris, utilizing her position within Hollywood, within the media, within pop culture as a whole, to leverage that to try to get people out to vote for Kamala Harris. So now hearing her come out here and basically bemoan the fact that people are rubbing in her face that she's worth nothing and Hollywood's entire platform is basically pointless at this time, you don't get to act this way. You use your position within Hollywood, within your elite status, within your privileged ivory towers to try to elect Kamala Harris. It got rejected. Now people are going around gloating, rubbing it in your face, and you're acting like you don't like that? You're acting like you that shouldn't be a thing. You know, there's a lot of people right now going around saying we need to be gracious winners. A lot of the losers that are going around saying that we need to be gracious in our win. We need to be very respectful and, you know, humbled by the fact that we won. I want to take us over here real quick. Okay. This is from CBS News. This is from after Joe Biden's win back in 2020. And by the way, this video is far from over right now. I still got a whole lot more to go through, but I want people to remember this when we talk about gloating and feeling good right now after our monumental win. I just want people to remember what happened after Joe Biden was announced the victor in 2020.
United States.
It's one of the great days in American history.
All the celebrations that broke out across America, across the world, in celebration for the victory of Joe Biden and the ousting of Donald Trump. And it keeps getting better. There's more videos out there of this day. There's videos of politicians coming out here. There's videos of political activists. There's videos of Hollywood elites. There's tweets up the wazoo of people coming out here and making it known how much they hated you, how much they despised you, and that they gloated in the streets across America when their candidate won back in 2020. So when I see people like Cardi B acting like you should be, very respectful and not, rubbing it in our faces, I say, eat it. You get what you deserve. When I see the people of The View, and I'm not going to play this full 4-minute clip here, I'm going to play you a small segment, but when I see them coming out here dressed in all black, acting this way, I'm sorry if I don't get a little joy in my heart after the vitriol you have thrown at us for years.
Was red.
Yeah.
It was pretty red last night.
I don't know. I'm profoundly disturbed. I think if you look at the New York Times this morning, the headline was America makes a perilous choice. I think that in 2016, we didn't know what we would get from a Trump administration, but we know now. And we know now that he will have almost unfettered power.
He had basically the same power back in 2016, so.
And so I worry not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have. And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights.
Well, I just have to pause it there because I'm not going to keep going down these cackling hens, bemoaning and acting like the world's over. I just do want to make it a point here that Sunny Hostin here has been proven via CBS, I believe it is, or maybe it's ABC. It's one of those groups that do those like a family tree, those lineage things, and then sit down with the celebrities and people like that to see how your past was. And Sunny Hostin famously is in fact ancestors to slave owners over in Spain, who then left Spain to go to other areas in the world just because slavery was legal there. I want people to remember that and to know that. And there are clips out there of that. I didn't pull them up. I should have done that, but they just have to say that right now. But it's always funny to watch these Hollywood elites, these Hollywood pricks coming out here acting like the world's over when they were rejected last night, when they were smacked down harder than ever before. The Orange Man won the Electoral College and the popular vote. The Orange Man gonna get the House. He got the Senate. And he did that because of you. Because of all of you. Because of The View. Because of Cardi B. Because of BioWare. Because of Mark Hamill. And funny enough, most of all, one of the people that assisted in this fight against these crazy freaks is the craziest freak of them all, Alyssa Mercante, who decided to go on an unhinged Twitter rant on multiple levels that is just perfect for the eyes to behold on how insane this nut job went. It starts with the nerds. I've been saying this. And this is a quote tweet of somebody saying, regardless of the election's results, it's obvious this country has gotten way more right-wing, especially amongst men. And I think a lot of that is what is fed to us online. We have to figure out a way to stop every dude under 35 from turning into crypto Hitler. This is the reason you guys lost. You want to know what else is the reason you guys lost? Things like this. I effing said it. This would happen. It's all connected. Going on her whole conspiracy tirade, on the verge of just starting to break out like strings and connecting it all together, all back to Gamergate because she's unhinged. Oh, we also had her saying, the Dems have to move much further left to win-ish. Stop trying to lib your way to the top when the right is going more insane by the minute. Just want to remind everybody, we got to this point because the left went so far to the left. We got here because you went so far to the left. You went so far to the left that anything left of Mao Zedong was considered a fascist white supremacist Yahtzee. I shite you not. This is where you got. This is where you came from. This is you pushing your stuff and everything. This is you catering to this freaks, to this mental illness that got us to this point. So yes, I get to revel in this moment. I get to enjoy this. I get to point and laugh at Alyssa Mercante, point and laugh at Sunny Hostin, point and laugh at Cardi B, point and laugh at Mark Hamill, point and laugh at all of them. And we got more from Alyssa Mercante. Yes, the increased vitriol you saw online over the last few months was an indicator. Yes, they once again borrowed a playbook from reactionary, angry, perpetually online men. We are a stupid country. We also got, I fear the young men in this country are going to get much, much worse. Quote tweeting Hassan Abi clip, which is just Dana White congratulating Aiden Ross, congratulating Theo Vaughn, congratulating the Nelt Boys and Joe Rogan, and Hassan Abi just yelling. And I'm not going to play it for you because that's all it is Hassan Abi yelling the whole time. But we also get Alyssa Mercante again, you know, rubbing her minge to her daddy, Hassan Abi, saying this. At this point, I'm an expert in online extremism and how it seeps into the real world. So if you need anyone to speak to it, hit me up. You're not an expert on anything. You're an expert on OnlyFans and cam girls. But outside of that, you're not an expert on anything. You're just mad at the world. And you're a perfect encapsulation as to why you lost, going so far to the left. Degrading men, attacking anybody who disagrees with you, thinking anything, again, right to Mao Zedong is an evil thing. This is what brought you to this point. This is what led us to a massive Trump victory. Because the reality is, and here's the reality that a lot of people need to be aware of. Trump is a moderate. The majority of the country are centrists and moderates, and going farther to the left isn't going to get you more votes. It's going to push more people away. It's going to run more people away. It's going to make more people terrified. So please keep doing this. Please keep acting this way. Please, please, please keep bemoaning what got you to this point and acting like you need to do more of it, because all it does is lead us to our resounding victories. All it does is makes us stronger in the end. And all it does is make us look more sane by comparison to all of you. Oh, we also have this because Alyssa Mercante has to just finish this all up in the most beautiful Alyssa Mercante way. We knew more than half the country has brainworms and black hearts, but they want to remind us, and this is Melanie Mack, you know, saying that it's okay to say naughty no-no words online because it's always been okay to say naughty no-no words online. The only people that think that it's not okay to say naughty no-no words online is a bunch of pearl-clutching, fake outrage victims that want to go around and bemoan anybody for saying naughty no-no words. But, of course, Alyssa Mercante has to finish it up the old Alyssa Mercante way. Come to New York and say that to my face, BB girl. Threatening violence. Threatening Melanie Mack with another fight. Man, when was the last time that Alyssa Mercante threatened everybody to fight? What happened then? Oh yeah, she backed out. Why am I pulling all these stuff off? Why am I doing this video? Why am I connecting all these things together? Again, why? Because this is why the Orange Man won last night. This is why Trump won. All these little things are just small encapsulations of it. All these little things are reasons as to why he won last night. It's because these people went so far to the left. It's because these people went so far down this deranged rabbit hole of vitriolic attacks, calling half the country Yahtzees, calling us all fascists, calling us garbage, attacking us, slandering us, doing everything in their power to bemoan you and demonize you, the citizenry, you, the customer, you, the everyday person. That is why they lost. That is why we got to this point. That is why Trump resoundingly won. It's because of everything they've done for the past 10 plus years is why we got here. It's why I laugh at Sunny Hostin for her virtue signaling comments over on The View, why she wears black, as why most of the ladies on The View wore black, and X video just decided to crap out. You know, you can see they're all wearing black, trying to say this is the death of the country, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's why I don't feel shame for gloating that Cardi B and Kamala Harris lost. It's why I laugh at the Mass Effect writer. It's why I'm pointing and laughing at Mark Hamill. Because they are the reason this all happened. They are the reason they lost. Everything here is the perfect encapsulation as to why they lost. Hollywood, the gaming industry, games media, games journalism, their constant march further and further left, further and further into politics, led them to this point where the American population, where the American citizens came out all together and told you to kiss their butt because they're sick and tired of this. Is everything going to get better overnight? Certain aspects of the world will. The economy will probably start getting better here soon. Is culture going to get better overnight? No. These people still are there. There's hundreds of left-wing crazy outrage bait videos, movies, games, you say it, comics that are still in the works to this day. But the fact that they're going to keep doing this, the fact that they think that they need to keep going further left, the further to push this stuff, they're not doing it hard enough, is just more evidence that they don't realize that they're completely out of touch with the real world. And it's going to keep leading them to failure after failure. And whenever somebody says, win graciously, be humbled by your win, be humbled by your victory, always remember, they weren't humble when they won. They weren't humbled when they succeeded back in 2020. They reveled in that moment. They paraded in that moment. They went out into the streets and paraded around feeling joy in their hearts for what they did in 2020. Look at where we are now. Look at what's going on now. You get to point and laugh at them now. And I want you to enjoy it. And I hope these people realize what brought us to this point. But I'm going to leave it there. Let me get your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video live, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.